Hey everyone, my name's Shane and I'm a big baseball fan. Welcome to 3 Up, 3 Down. Today's video, we are finally getting to my 3 ups and 3 downs for the month of July. I know it's taken a little while, but if you can't see it, which obviously you can't in this video, I'm in the process of moving, so there's a lot going on around here. So we're getting the video as quickly as we can. I'm not sure when the next video is coming, but I'm pretty sure it will be the first one in the new place. So you'll see the brand new setup there, although you can't see much around me anyway. So for today's video, as we always do in 3 Up, 3 Down, we recap the last month. So we're recapping the month of July with our 3 ups and 3 downs. If you're into this kind of content, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. We're on our way to 50 subscribers and hope to be there by the end of the Major League season. So let's go. Our first up for the month of July was Major League Baseball's decision to incorporate Miguel Cabrera and Albert Pujols into the MLB AllStar Game. I think that was a really great recognition of their service through the years and their superstardom. I really like the fact they were included and they did not take away a spot from another Major League Baseball player. So that was a really, really classy gesture by Major League Baseball, and it gave fans what they wanted, the opportunity to acknowledge Cabrera and Pujols at one of the biggest games and events of the year. So that was just an awesome, awesome thing to see. I think Major League Baseball really understands they have one of the better All-Star Game formats because it's more of a real game than anything else. And you just have to really respect the game and what Cabrera and Pujols bring to it, even though it's still just an exhibition. So for Major League Baseball's decision, you get a big up for the month of July. Our first down for the month of July comes from July 4th. Major League Baseball made a mess of the schedule this year, and for a day that's recognized across baseball, it should be all about baseball in the States. Not every team played on July 4th. I don't understand this decision. And the fact that one of the marquee teams in Major League Baseball, in the New York Yankees, did not play on a holiday Monday, July 4th, does not make any sense. MLB butchered the schedule on this one. You cannot have that type of thing happening. You have to really own that day. There's no other national sport at the upper level taking place. MLB has to really own July 4th and that holiday and get people out to the ballpark. The fact that not every team played, the fact that some of your best teams didn't play, that's a huge mistake. That's a down for MLB. Our second up for the month of July comes from the MLB Draft. I think Major League Baseball has actually done a lot better job of putting on a production for their draft the last few years. It's really trending in the right direction, so I'm going to give them props for that this year. I think they've really taken the focus to the prospects. They've been a much better production in terms of MLB Network and getting some of these names and faces out there. The toughest thing for Major League Baseball is the fact these prospects get drafted, and unlike the other three major North American sports, we don't see them really for another 3 to 5 years before they start hitting the Major League level, unlike those other sports. So I think that's a really tough challenge that they have to overcome. I think it was absolutely wonderful to see some of the top names going, like Jackson Holliday, number 1 to Baltimore. You had Drew Jones, number 2. I love seeing Kumar Rocker getting respect there, going number 3. It was really, really impressive to see what they're doing. I think MLB needs to really start to look, though, to adjust things. I love the format they now have going with the TV production and all that, but the fact that teams can't trade draft picks really takes away from the whole event. There is no opportunity for that major trade, major blockbuster at the draft, and I think could really be an extension of the MLB trade deadline, which happened only 2.5 to 3 weeks right after that. And incorporating kind of those dates together, I think would really help if you're able to trade draft picks and could really set MLB apart in the middle of the season where you have a huge trade in the draft that affects the rest of the in-progress season. Could be a huge opportunity for Major League Baseball. So they're getting it up because I like what they're doing, but I think there's so much more that could be done. Our second down for the month of July comes from the Boston Red Sox. Right before the All-Star Game, the last 2 games against the Yankees, they got absolutely shellacked. You thought, okay, they're going to come back with a better response after the All-Star Game. They're in a wild card position. They're in contention. And what happens? They give up 28 runs. 28 runs to the Toronto Blue Jays. And when you watch it, the highlights, I was watching the game live, the Boston defense just fell apart. Jarren Duran losing a ball that turns into an inside the park grand slam for Raimel Tapia. Rafael Devers just seemingly not wanting to catch a pop-up out in front of home plate. It was just miserable. They've seen the trend now for the Red Sox. They've fallen off. They're now bottom of the division in the AL East, behind the Baltimore Orioles, which I don't think anybody saw coming. Just atrocious month of July, all bookended by those games against the Yankees and that miserable series against the Jays. Boston, you've got to get your head in the game or you're going to be out of this wild card race in a hurry in August. So for the month of July, 28 runs, one of the highest totals ever in baseball. Boston, you're getting it down. Our final up for the month of July is the simple fact that leading into August, we have some incredible playoff races going on. The inclusion and expansion of the playoff system has really left the door open for more teams in the wild card race. We've got teams like the White Sox, the Orioles, the Guardians, the Mariners got a huge run in July. It's really put a lot of excitement in that American League wild card. The Rays are one of the top teams there. The Jays are finally figuring out there's so many teams for so few spots in that AL wildcard, as well as the AL Central. And then over in the National League, we've got that really interesting race still between the Mets and Braves in the NL East. The NL Central, the Brewers and Cardinals are really going to fight this out all the way. The Dodgers seem to be running away with the NL West, but that just leaves more in terms of the wild card. Love what the Phillies have been doing. I love to see what the Cardinals can do if they can get in the playoffs here. You never know about the Giants. They can go on one of those runs. There's so much excitement, I think, for these wild card races, and it's going to put more excitement into more teams with the opportunity to make the playoffs. And I think that's a big win for Major League Baseball. More teams relevant longer in the year is going to create more excitement in your product. So for that, MLB gets an up. Our final down for the month of July is the announcement that Mike Trout has been found to have a rare back condition. That's probably going to influence the rest of his career. It's such sad news for baseball. Trout is one of the greatest players of all time to play this game and would have finished his career in the high end of talent. Now we don't really know where this is going to go. Yes, all the years leading up have been absolutely phenomenal, but the chances of him having that finish that career that we all hope for are probably more unlikely than ever. And the fact he's always going to be dealing with this type of back condition, it really just affects the entire sport. Mike Trout was the face of baseball for so long. I really hope he's able to put things together health-wise to be able to produce, but we just really don't know what that's bringing at this time. And that's sad for all of baseball, to lose at times one of its best talents. Hopefully Trout can be on the field more often than not. The fact that he can't right now, and that's really going to affect not only the Angels organization, but all of baseball in that type of loss. So for that type of injury, just in the health, it's a down just for the fact that we're going to be missing out on Mike Trout. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. I greatly appreciate all the support here on 3 Up, 3 Down. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I love to talk baseball. Tell me what's an up or a down for you for the last month of baseball. And we'll get into it in the comment section. I love talking baseball. While you're down there, let's hit that red subscribe button. We're on our way to 50 subscribers. We're going to get there by the end of the baseball season. Share these types of videos with the baseball fan in your life. I greatly appreciate all the support you're giving me. Till next time, take care, everyone.